I can separate the handle from the metal screwdriver bit. The gingerbread biscuit fits just as it is.
Stop! Empty your pockets!
Of course, comrade. And now it's time to empty my wallet again. The guard is fond of a snack, but I'll only put the gingerbread biscuit on his plate when I'm on the way out of the mausoleum. Time to finish the tour. The short screwdriver bit fits safely inside it.
Stop! Empty your pockets!
Of course, comrade. The guard's looking the other way. Now's my chance. And now it's time to empty my wallet again. A perfect fit. Bingo, it works. I can hide here now. Whoa, it was getting claustrophobic in there. Right then, comrades, let's take a look at these sarcophagi of yours. What the hell? No, Fenton, stop it. You're not here to investigate, you just need to rescue your daughter. That passage over there looks promising. Looks like the passageway leads to another area. Maybe that's where Gwen is. Great. How am I supposed to get past these guys?
Всем агентам сектора Б. Вы находитесь в главной лаборатории. Покиньте свои позиции и поднимайтесь на верхний уровень.
Now or never. Just a storeroom full of crates and shelves. Detective suits and gas masks. No sign of Gwen. Gwen! Gwen! Say something. What have they done to you? Her pulse is racing and her breathing's weak. I've got to get her out of here. Cigarette packet and a small key. Locked. A scalpel. Gwen, can you hear me? We're leaving right now. Anna?
Good throw. I tried sneaking in here following your footsteps, but they spotted me. What's happened to Gwen?
She's completely out of it. Alive, but unresponsive.
I think she's been drugged. Probably a truth serum. I just hope the dose wasn't too high.
We have to get her to a hospital.
Are you crazy? That notifies the authorities right away. No, we'll have to find something to snap her out of it here. Right then, you or me?
Give it to me.
Okay. It should start working in a minute. Come on, let's get moving. When they notice she's gone, they'll lock down the whole place.
She's still running a high fever. Hey, how are you feeling?
Dad! What? I thought...
Shh, lie back.
Anna?
I fetched your father. I couldn't have rescued you on my own.
Here, drink this.
Do you know what these people wanted from you?
Give the girl a minute before you interrogate her.
It's okay, Dad. They kept asking me about the Viking casket. They wanted me to describe everything exactly. The decorations, the rooms. But I couldn't do it very well. And then they started with the injections.
Why would the KGB be interested in a Viking artifact?
Maybe this will help. I found it in the doctor's pocket.
Found it. She's a chip of the old block.
Okay, sweetheart. Try to sleep.
I knew it. Wotan.
Whoa, what?
It was a secret Nazi program, and now the KGB have picked up where they left off. If they're right, the casket will give them the power of the gods.
How the hell do you know all this?
My father was Oskar Brunner. Before the war, he was a physicist at the Nobel Institute in Stockholm. While he was there, he discovered the casket and took it home to Germany. Then, during the war, he was put to work researching weapons for the Nazis. And he discovered a secret that he realized should stay that way forever.
A way to unleash the power of the gods?
Exactly. He noticed an unknown substance on the surface of the casket and swore not to let it fall into the hands of the Nazis. And he paid for that decision with his life.
No wonder this mission means so much to you. And you've done your father proud. The casket has been destroyed and you've helped to rescue my daughter. Time to go home.
Have you ever heard of the casket of the Nine Worlds?
No?
Apparently, Thor brought it with him when he came to Midgard, the land of the mortals.
You're aware that these Norse legends are just stories, right?
I was raised on stories. My mother left when I was young and my father was always working. That gave me plenty of time to read.
According to the legend, the casket was decorated with a map leading to Asgard, the home of the Norse gods. I'm convinced that the casket we were chasing was the casket of the Nine Worlds.
Well, it's been destroyed now. Nobody's going to Asgard. End of story.
Perhaps, but there is still one loose end. One of your countrymen, Professor Edward Langtree, a cryptologist at Sandhurst Military Academy, he asked my father for some photographs of the casket. He wanted to decipher the runes. Whether he succeeded or not, those photographs are the last record of the casket in existence.
So you want to go to Sandhurst? I'm telling you now, they won't let you in.
Not me. You.
No. I've got my daughter back and that's all I came for. I've been able for so long, the army probably think I've deserted.
But think what they'll say if you can give them this kind of power. They'll let you retire, in comfort, and you'll finally be able to make up for all that lost time with Gwen.
Power like that could put an end to all wars. I won't need to retire. I'll be redundant. Okay, count me in.
One moment, young lady.
Are you even going to bother saying goodbye?
Look, Gwen,
No, you look. I'm not letting you leave me behind again. You always say it's too dangerous for me, but in the past week I've been kidnapped, drugged, and tortured by the KGB. And I'm fine. Do you think I can't handle a bit of danger? Besides, if I come with you, you can keep a closer eye on me.
The girl has a point. And you never know. She could be useful. She seems to have a way of finding things.
Okay. Looks like I'm outvoted. Next stop, Asgard.
There's been a breach. I'm going to find the person responsible and hold them to account!
But I would never defy a direct order.
Please, I can vouch for my assistant.
In that case, the traitor must be you, Doctor. Congratulations on your promotion, Holmes. You're now in charge of this laboratory with immediate effect. Oh, I have something for you, too. So that you never forget who you're working for.
And I hope you remember who you're working for too. Unless you complete Wotan in the next 10 days, this operation is history. And so are you. The Politburo wants results, or a scapegoat, and that will not be me. Very few women survive the Siberian winter. Have I made myself clear?
This is all very nice. I can see why Professor Langtry decided to leave rainy old England.
He's not here for the climate. He covered his tracks pretty thoroughly. My contacts only just managed to trace him to this island.
So you think he came here to hide?
This is as far as his trail goes. After this, he vanishes.
So how are you planning to find him?
Well, we could start by just asking around.
First, I should have a word with the local authorities and see if my army ID buys me any information. If not, I'll need you.
Oh, really? What for?
Sometimes womanly virtues can be more persuasive.
Womanly virtues.
He means your legs.
So, you think my legs can change a man's mind?
More than mine could, anyway.
Sorry to interrupt this charming banter, but I'm dying of thirst here. Mind if I grab a drink while you two investigate?
I think we can manage without you for a while. Here's some money. Go and get yourself a lemonade at the pub and wait for us there.
Okay.
And Gwen,
Yes?
don't go getting kidnapped.
You on your own, love?
Kind of. My dad's gone into town to look for someone, and I thought I'd wait here instead.
All right. Who's he looking for?
Someone called Professor Langtry. Don't suppose you know him, do you?
Doesn't ring any bells. Mind you, I've not lived here all that long. I inherited this place from my uncle. St. John is one of those towns where everyone knows everybody else's business. Ask around, and I'm sure you'll find your professor.
Thanks. I might just do that.
Well, there you go.
Hello again.
How's the search going? Found your professor yet?
I don't suppose you've had any thoughts about where I could find this Professor Langtry?
Afraid not. I'm still fairly new round here myself. So try asking the locals round the harbour. They might be able to help.
That's a pretty impressive autograph collection you have there.
It's my uncle's, God rest him. He'd take a photo of every famous punter who ever came in here. He made me promise on his deathbed that I'd protect the autographs like they were the crown jewels.
I'll get back to my manhunt then.
Best of luck.
So, who should I ask first about Professor Langtry? Excuse me?
Ahoy there!
I'm looking for Professor Langtry. He's supposed to live somewhere around here.
A professor, eh? Don't know much about that. There's a doctor up at the surgery, Doc Higgins. Will he do?
That's not really who I'm after, but thanks anyway.
Hang on a minute. Langtry, you say?
Yes?
Ah, then I know the fella. The one who looks like that actor.
I don't really know what he looks like.
You know the one. He was in the paper. This Langtry fella, when they were doing the filming of that picture. Someone wrote to the paper, joking that this Langtry was a dead ringer for the leading man.
Is that right? You don't happen to have a copy, do you?
Of the paper? Nah, months ago that was.
Oh, never mind. Do you remember the name of the film they were shooting here? Or the name of the main actor?
Don't have much of a memory for those things, my lover.
So the professor looks like the lead actor from the film.
Aye. At least that's what I said in the paper.
Okay, Captain. Bye for now.
Aye, aye.
He must be a very versatile artist. Landscapes, portraits, he can do the lot. Hi. Can I ask you a quick question?
I think I can take a break for a moment. How can I help?
Do you know a Professor Langtree?
Langtree? Never heard of him. Does he live around here?
I think so.
He must have crossed my path at some point, because I've painted just about every person and place on the island. But I'm more of an observer than a talker. I recognize so many faces, but I hardly know any of their names.
So you might recognize the professor if you saw him.
Quite possibly. If you had a photograph, I might be able to tell you where I've seen him.
Did you see the film crew when they were shooting here a while ago?
Film crew? No. Were they making a movie?
Do you draw portraits as well?
Absolutely. A quick sketch can be a wonderful warm-up.
I'd love one of me.
Well, I'd be delighted to oblige. If you have 10 bob and can spare 20 minutes.
Of course.
I hope you like it.
It's great. Thank you. It's a really good likeness. See you later.
Bye.
Excuse me. Hello?
Yes, child. What is it?
I'm looking for Professor Langtree. Do you know where I might find him?
No, dear. Do you think I know everybody on the island?
Do you know anything about the film they were making here a while ago?
Unfortunately, yes. It was based on a wonderful novel called Crime Scene Jersey by Agnes Beckford. Marvelous prose. And a terrible film by all accounts.
So, do you know who plays the lead in the film?
I don't know, nor do I care. These movie stars. No substance whatsoever.
So the film they were making here was called Crime Scene Jersey.
That's what I said.
I just wanted to talk about Professor Langtree again.
I told you before. I've never heard of him.
Well, thanks for your time.
Goodbye.
Hi. Lovely day, isn't it?
A proper scorcher. What can I get you?
Does the name Langtree mean anything to you?
Langtree? No, not really.
Did you see any of the filming when they were here?
Filming? Here? When was that? No, I must have missed it.
Have you ever heard of the film Crime Scene Jersey?
Have I? I've seen it 3 times.
So, I bet you know who played the lead role.
Are you kidding? Trevor Byrne! Oh, Trevor. So handsome. And brilliant, too. He's amazing.
Sounds like he must be. Thanks for your help. Got to go.
Bye for now.
Hello again.
How's the search going? Found your professor yet?
Did you see them shooting that film here last year?
Before my time, love. I was still living on the mainland then.
Do you know who...
Do I? Ha! There's a picture of him on the wall over there. My uncle served him a pint.
Have you heard of the film Crime Scene Jersey?
I think so. Wasn't it running at the cinema recently?
That's the one. Can you remember who was playing the lead role?
Ah, now you're asking. No idea.
I'll get back to my manhunt then.
Best of luck.
A photo of Trevor Byrne. Now there's a bit of luck.
Oi, you're not trying to nick that, are you?
Of course not. I just wanted a closer look.
Then move closer to the wall. And no touching.
Now's my chance. I'll swap my portrait for the Trevor Byrne photo. Would you mind taking a look at this photo?
Is that your professor?
Not quite. He's an actor. But the professor is supposed to look very like him.
Now you mention it, he does look familiar. That must be the gentleman with the rowing boat. He comes here every afternoon to do his errands. Rows past and moors on the quay over there. He's not been here today yet. Hang around and I'm sure he'll be along in a minute.
Oh, thank you. That is a huge help. So, I'd better put Trevor Burns' autograph back where it came from. And I still need to get my portrait. Now it's just a matter of waiting until Professor Langtree turns up. Oh, whoa. Headspin. Maybe the flight took it out of me.
Professor Langtree?
Yes? To whom do I owe the pleasure?
My name is Anna Brunner. I'm Oskar Brunner's daughter. Do you remember him? He once sent you some photographs of an artifact, the casket of the 9 worlds.
Of course I remember. Come aboard. We can row home and chat there undisturbed.
You sit back, Professor. I'll do the honors.
I heard about what happened to your father. I'm sorry. Did he manage to save the casket?
It was stolen, and now it has been destroyed. But I was able to save his research notes. They say he found an unidentified substance on the surface of the casket.
Or perhaps he did identify it, and that's why he stopped his research.
What were you researching? And why did you ask my father for those photos?
I'm a cryptographer, so I was interested in the runes on the casket. But the text was only half the story. There was something else, too.
A map?
Yes, quite astonishing. We scarcely have any cartographic material from that period, but the runes themselves were also unusual.
In what way?
I was able to translate them, but the results made no sense, as though the message was encrypted. The only word I could make out properly was Asgard.
Asgard. A map showing the way to Asgard. I knew it.
Make yourselves at home. I'll fetch my notes from the study.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just feeling a bit dizzy. Don't worry.
You should eat something. When was the last time you had a proper meal? I'll see what I can dig up. Here you are. Hope you like it.
Wow. This is pretty good. All this time you said you were in the army. I didn't realize it was the catering corps.
Shut up and eat your soup.
Here, Dad. Happy birthday.
You remembered. It's beautiful.
This is the first time we've spent your birthday together. But now you can keep this with you wherever you are. For every birthday.
No. From now on, I'll be spending every birthday with the real Gwen. Thank you.
Here's everything I could find about the casket.
What's this?
At first, I thought it was a part of the decoration, but then I noticed that it must have fitted exactly into the circular hollow on the casket. It points towards certain runes, and probably serves to decode the text. Unfortunately, it's broken, and the other half is missing.
This half?
Now, where on earth did you get that?
It was inside the casket.
And it fits. With this, I should be able to decrypt all the runes. Just give me a couple of hours.
Take all the time you need. I think we could all do with the rest.
Dad?
I'm here.
When's Mum coming home?
You're shaking.
I'm cold.
Just stay there. I'll make you a hot cup of tea. It can't be all that difficult. What do I need first? Every Englishman is born knowing how to make a cup of tea. I've been overseas for a while, but it soon comes flooding back. Here you go.
Thanks. I was dreaming of Mum. She was right here.
I miss her too.
I just want things to be back like they used to be.
I can't promise you that. But when all this is over, I promise I'll be right here next to you whenever you need me. I swear.
I've done it. Once we had the key, it was really quite straightforward.
And?
It says the casket was made from the wood of the world tree, Yggdrasil. And the text describes how the roots of the tree lead to Asgard. It's all quite unprecedented. Hardly any Viking maps or references to Yggdrasil have survived, if they ever existed. My theory is that they were systematically wiped out by the Christian Church when they converted the Scandinavians from their old beliefs. Quite brutal, those Christians. But the map makes references to a building, a place that holds the key to Asgard's location. I can only guess where that building might be.
My best guess would be where the casket was kept until just before the war. A ruined abbey in Gotland.
Then let's go. Are you coming with us?
I wouldn't be so eager if I were you. This rune here has a rather ambiguous meaning.
So?
It is both a treasure and a threat. It can refer to the elixir of life, or, how shall I put this?
Bluntly.
Ragnarok.
The world in flames.
So I'll be staying here. If you go, take a fire blanket.
When the professor said the place was ruined, I didn't realize he meant completely ruined.
I doubt we find anything useful in all this rubble.
You never know. On the way here, I took a closer look at the professor's notes. There were a few interesting details.
Looks like the professor came with us after all. Settle in for a lecture.
5 monks founded this abbey in the 13th century. During construction, they came across a Viking burial mound. Those monks lived to a very ripe old age, despite the unusually high death rate that afflicted the local farming community. When the monks finally died, the abbey was abandoned for centuries. It was only 20 years ago that some archaeologists turned up and discovered the casket.
I see where you're going with this.
I almost see, but what am I missing?
The archaeologists found the casket, but never found the burial mound.
Exactly. The monks must have taken the casket out of the grave, making it fairly easy for the archaeologists to find when they were scratching about in these ruins.
But the grave itself would be much deeper underground. The monks built their abbey here for a reason. They were sitting on top of the casket bearer's grave.
Just a minute. The casket bearer? Are you talking about Thor? You're saying Thor is buried here?
This is Gotland, the island of the gods. Where else would a Viking god be buried?
And Thor's grave will show us the way to Asgard. I'm certain of it. Gwen, help me check out these pillars.
Okay, you do that and I'll take a look around. This seems to be the center of the abbey. There's an old hut lying there. Petrol stove, a brush, and a trowel. Those I'll take. The rest isn't much use. It's just a load of junk, but hang on. That whip might come in handy. So, is that hell? Or the world in flames?
We'll need some light to see this properly. There's still some tar in the bowl at the bottom there.
Found something already?
Not much. Looks like the carvings on the pillars show the 5 founders of the Abbey. How about you?
I'm still stumbling around in the dark. I can use the knife to pierce, cut, scratch, slit, chop, saw, and very carefully poke some holes in this petrol stove. That should do it. That should do it. That should do it. That should do it. According to the inscription, that's Gareth the Brave. Found something already?
The reliefs on the pillars show the 5 monks who founded the Abbey.
And how does that help us find the grave?
I don't know yet. We'll keep looking for hidden signs. Have you found anything?
Not really.
Here, Dad. I've copied all the reliefs for you. Maybe that'll help.
Thanks.